Smart, smart, do. We are the children, the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Okay, class 6, welcome on board. I'm going to take you through light, or a topic by the name energy. And I will start by defining the first form of energy as light. Light is a very strong form of energy. Light is a form of energy, is a form of energy. If you wanted to know how strong light is, it is light that drives life on earth. Because without light, plants cannot make food and animals cannot get food. So the whole process of making food comes with light. The sun is the main source of light. Sun is the main source of light, is the main source of light. Source of light. One special thing about light is that light can flow through a vacuum. It does not require any material media for its transmission. Light flows through a vacuum. Flows through a vacuum. Does not require any material media for its transmission. It is able to get from the sun through the space a very long distance of 149 million kilometers up to the Earth's surface. If it needed a substance, then in the space we needed air, but it is able to flow for all those kilometers and without any material. It flows through a vacuum. That's why I'm saying light does not require any material media for its transmission. Then light has some special characteristics. Number one is that light travels in a straight line. The light travels in a straight line. Then, number two, light is emitted in rays. Light flows in rays. What I mean is that if this is the source of light, the light, the one particle of light is known as a ray. Several rays like these ones are not known. We can call them rays or a beam of light. Therefore, a ray is one particle of light. Several particles of light are known as beam of light. And as they flow in a straight line. Light flows in a straight line. Number two, another point I want to insist about light, apart from rays and beam and flowing in a straight line, is that light, point number three now, is that light flows in all directions. From a source. What I mean by this is, if I have a bulb in the house here, this is a bulb, and these are people in the room, the light will flow in all directions, but remember, in straight line. The rays will spread in all directions, but in a straight line. I want to investigate that. I want to show you that if this is a pipe, it is hollow. The moment it is straight, and this is a source of light, if I touch you on the other side using a very straight line, I touch you through this point, you are able to see that light. But the moment I bend the same point, the same pipe, and touch you from here, it becomes difficult to see the same light. Why? Because light must flow in a straight line. This is another pipe. If I put it here, you are able to see because it is straight. it is flowing through a straight line. The other point I want you to learn is, if you put cartons, there's a hole, there's a hole. I want this hole to be the center of light. If you put holes in a straight line, then you torch, you are able to see the light. But if I change one of them, if I move one of the cartons, meaning that these holes are not in a straight line, you cannot see. These two practicals are trying to explain that light flows in a straight line. If I torch myself in a room this way, you are able to see, everyone in this point is able to see the light, because light travels in all directions. Those are few characteristics about light. Then, lest I complete, I want to give you some materials, not that allow, I want to discuss material now. Material and light. Material and light. There are some materials that allow light to pass through them, and others will not. So we have three types of material. We have materials we call opaque materials. There are those that we call translucent, and there are those that we call transparent. And I have the three of them here. The first opaque material is this one. There's a very good example of an opaque material. There's a stone. Why do we call it opaque? It does not allow light to pass through. If I touch you through this, you cannot see light. And there is light. What happens? The stone blocks all the light or absorbs all the light. Such materials are said to be opaque. Do not allow light. Do not allow light to pass through. Light to pass through. To pass through. Such materials. Then we have translucent and transparent. I will start with transparent first. Transparent are materials that allow all the light to pass through, like this one. You can see my eyes. Why? Because all the light is able to, if I touch you also through this, you'll be able to see the light 100%. All the light is passing through. So such materials, we say allow all light. Allow all light to pass through. To pass through. Then on the other hand, we have translucent. These are the materials that allow some light to pass through. For example, this one. This is a paper. If you look at this, it can allow some light to pass through, but you cannot see me. But if I touch you through this, you'll be in a position to see that there is light. You can see there is some light coming through this paper. And it works best. It can work best if it is oiled. I want to put oil this paper. This is oil. If I oil it this way, this is cooking oil, it becomes more translucent. The best example of a translucent material is an oiled paper. Look at this now. Light, you are able to see the light. You are able to see the light, but you cannot see me. So some light passes through, but you cannot see through. Such materials are said to be translucent. So unique things about opaque materials. Opaque, number one, what is very special about them? A good example is a mirror. Mirror is opaque. Mirror is opaque. Why? Because you cannot see through. You cannot see through the other side of a mirror. I would ask one of the pupils, John, help me the mirror. We want to show them what we call a mirror. This is a mirror. You cannot see me. So a mirror is a good example of an opaque material. A mirror. A mirror is an opaque material. Materials such as this, they form a shadow. I want you to observe this. If I touch this, a shadow is formed on this side. So opaque materials form shadow, but all the others do not form shadow. Where do you use translucent materials? This nature of things is used, number one, in the churches to make translucent roofs, such nature. Number two, they are also used to make window panes in the bedroom. They are also used in the bedroom to make window. They are also used in the building, so that when the doctors are ferrying a sick person, maybe the person is naked, you cannot see what the doctors are doing. They use translucent so that light can pass through, they can see. Number two, you cannot see from the outside. Transparent are used to make spectacles, window panes, and all lenses, like the camera lenses. Otherwise, try more materials. Have a good day.